This is the Interastral Peace Broadcast. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
We are here to bring you the latest news from across the cosmos.
Through the combined efforts of multiple factions, the menace of the Lord Ravager, known as Iron Tomb, has been successfully neutralized.
The Intelligentsia Guild reports its first observation of a new...
See? You only need that 10% of the story to be true.
The last thing he said was really scary.
So many unanswered questions about en route. He has to be tied to Asat Pramod somehow. But our leads at the tavern have run their course. Let's go pay a visit to another expert next. the devil. Only a Xianzhou general could have arranged something like this, I suppose.
I'm surprised as well. You've only just left Amphorius, and already you've managed to draw the attention of another Lord Ravager.
Miss Ron May? And Miss Ting Yun?
We're here by General Yao Guang's request. It seems we arrived just in time.
At first, I only came because the Shenzhou extended an invitation, and it seemed impolite to refuse. Now that I'm here, I see it was well worth the trip. So, let me get to the point. Ouroboros has long been dead. Their death was merely buried beneath layers of secrecy.
Hardly surprising. They disappeared after the swarm disaster, and there are many different opinions on where they went. The Intelligentsia Guild claims the Veracity ate their fill and entered hibernation. I don't buy it. Those scholars are fond of post-meal naps themselves, likely just projecting their own habits.
You seem surprisingly calm, which makes sense. After all, the shadow in your right hand is evidence as well. Why don't you tell everyone what happened to the Galaxy Rangers back on Von Walk?
Von Walk.
Sprightly Von Walk. I've heard there's a particular phenomenon that occurs on that rainforest planet. Plants multiply and grow and are then harvested like wild grass. A cycle repeating every few decades. Almost identical to the Phantasmoon Moon games.
But how are the two connected? When you hear plants and growth, shouldn't that make you think of abundance? Huh. Wait.
It seems you figured it out. By coincidence, abundance is another thing the two worlds have in common.
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences, Mr. Ashvale. No. Leader of the Rangers, Mr. La Mancha. Perhaps you could explain this to our nameless friend?
Back on Von Walk, I'd already long since stopped being a ranger. Your conjecture is basically correct, Miss Ron May. You're not the only genius to take life as a subject of study. By the time I arrived, the atavistic experiment was already approaching its final phase. Dr. Primitive had set his sights on an ancient Leviathan. Beneath Von Walk's surface, there also lay the remains of the Veracity.
You stopped him.
The Rangers stopped him. Back then, Mr. N was still human.
Now, deep beneath Ahatopia, another corpse of the Leviathan lies buried. If I'm not mistaken, there are countless other worlds carrying out the same ritual. Aha sealed Ouroboros' body among the stars, suppressed it with abundance, siphoned the power of the Path of Veracity, and called it a game. This is what people call the Phantasmoon games.
Uh-huh. Why would they do such a thing?
You may remember, the Express once delivered a Leviathan's carcass to me. That wasn't the only one in my collection. By arranging remains from different eras in sequence, I discovered something rather intriguing. At a certain moment over 1,000 Amber eras ago, just as Akivili began traveling in pursuit of their ideal, all creations of the Veracity lost the same organ. Their taste buds.
What does that imply?
The purpose of consumption changed. Be they spawns, depth crawlers, or void song whales, their genetic markers encoding gustatory organs vanished entirely, creatures walking the path of veracity became nothing more than biological black holes, consuming without discrimination. This was not natural evolution. Through the simulated universe, I identified the point of divergence in history. A concept had disappeared from the path of veracity. Consider this. What do taste buds provide?
Yummy flavors?
Precisely. Savoring something's aftertaste is an act of elation.
So Aha stole the original Prima Mobile of the Veracity?
The simulated universe proves nothing on its own, but the primal desires of life have always been entangled. Think of it as my intuition. The conflict between the eons of elation and veracity stretches all the way back to primordial times.
How many people know about this?
There used to be 2. I only told Yu Qing 2. Now, there are 5. After this, I can't be sure.
Exploit the old conflict between Aha and Ouroboros to ignite a divine war, or allow intersecting paths to devour one another. Of the 3 known ways to kill an Eon, the Arcadia fulfills at least 2. Now who still thinks Asat Pramod is here on vacation?
But you still haven't explained where it came from.
You mean the shadow? It has nothing to do with Funwalk.
Oh?
Call it a twist of fate. This isn't my first encounter with the Astral Express, nor my first time dealing with a Lord Ravager. When my home was destroyed by Zulo, I had a brief encounter with a former navigator.
A navigator of the Express?
Yes. Starseer, I see. He'd already retired by then. He was the one who told me about the Shadow. According to IC, he was one of many remnants left behind when the Express first carved paths along the edges of the cosmos. I led the Rangers to suppress the Shadow, and devised the plan to assassinate Zulo. But I never learned why it was there in the first place.
Don't you find it strange, Mr. Ashvale?
Strange?
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences. Like an experiment with results that are too perfect, it's enough to send a chill down your spine. If you don't mind, let's walk through the whole thing once more. Earlier, what did you 2 uncover in the tavern?
Someone suspected to be Asat Pramod knew about the Veracity secret. Before disappearing, he said he was headed for the end of the world.
And then? Who did he say the Shadow belonged to?
A former navigator. The Shadow was a remnant left behind when he charted the cosmos.
If the world's end isn't the tavern, then where is it?
I don't know if anyone can answer that question. Not even Akivili. Wait. Don't tell me.
En route only goes where he isn't welcome. After leaving the tavern, he went to the Astral Express.
The detective game is over. I have to say, not many people can make me change my plans. Whether in the past or present, you've always been one of them.
So, it is you.
You know how it is, kid. I've always enjoyed arriving uninvited.
Pearl said she would arrange a ferry to pick us up at the Seafeld City dock. The place we're going to holds clues about Graphia. Really?
Your own ticket before boarding and be a model passenger. We wish you a pleasant journey. Attention passengers. Welcome to the Seaside Line. The current
Leave a like.
Yellow Ducky Nibble's flagship store. My childhood is back.
Sure.
It is an honor to, well, shall I say, be of service to you again. To be honest, when Madame Pearl invited you to visit the Perlux Tower, I was supposed to be your guide. I ended up being replaced by a total fraud. My name is Feld. By order of Madame Pearl, I will be escorting you to your destination. You are too kind. I followed the battle in Seafeld City very closely. Serving a hero such as yourself is a true privilege. I assume Madame Pearl has already briefed you on our destination? I see. It so happens that Madame Pearl is tied up with an unforeseen event, so allow me to brief you in her stead. The destination of our boat journey is a hotel known as Inkford Hermitage. It is situated at the end of a Dovebrook tributary that ultimately flows into the sea. It is one of the points where the world in canvas intersects with reality.
Well, Graphia's former residence was located there. Legend says the miraculous canvassing of the mortal world happened there. Would Madame Pearl, a die-hard fan, pass up a sacred site like that? Word is that Madame Pearl just flicked her wrist, signed a check with an astronomical figure, and bought the whole plot of land. She also snatched up every single piece of Graphia's lost works she could find without bothering to verify their authenticity. Whew, I guess money really does let you do whatever you want. That's not even the half of it. I don't know where her obsession comes from, but she's dead set on the idea that Graphia is still alive. If she gets even a whiff of anything remotely related to Graphia, she's got her people on it at the snap of a finger. But all they could find were Imagine knockoffs, Random, pretty redheads based on nothing but imagination. I bet her reaction went something like this. Objective. Locate the original. Error. Detecting excessive quantity of low-quality merchandise.
You! I remember you! You're that fraudster from Perlux Tower!
Perlux Tower? I've never set foot in that place in my life.
Oh, I know it's you! I've seen the footage. You're wearing the exact same outfit.
Oh, a slip-up in an otherwise perfect plan. Relax. Your job is safe this time.
Cut it out, you scoundrel! You can't talk your way out of this. Who exactly are you?
This is the author of Fluffy Across the Blue, Blurry QR Colt.
Huh. Is that so? My apologies. How rude of me. Miss Colt, it's an honor to finally see the face behind the work. Please pardon my yelling. I didn't know.
No worries, no worries. Well, yes. Would you believe it if I said I was going on vacation?
Miss Blurry QR Colt, let's be clear. You are being transported under escort. Your current credit balance is in the negative. Madame Pearl has offered you a lifeline by asking you to complete the next volume of the Fluffy.
Whoa, this is not my fault. Remember Alloy King Pom Pom from Perlux Tower? I tried to put everything on Pearl's tab, but she found out and charged it back to me. Who knew a figurine could be so expensive? It cost me more than my entire savings. Hey, I pay for my own meals. Is that so shocking to you? Is it?
So you're escorting her to, shall we say, an intensive creative retreat?
Correct. The objective is to deliver the manuscript and clear her debts. The estimated duration is 56 days.
Hear that? It's not a hotel. It's hell. Where you get whipped for not finishing your scripts on time.
The boat has arrived. When you're ready, let's begin our journey to Inkford Hermitage. Please, mind your step as you board. We have arrived. This is the snowy shore of the canvas world, Inkford Hermitage.
Oh. Are those Wispe floating on the water?
Oh dear, there are so many Wispe. They are blocking the boat's route. But no need to panic. Please follow my lead.
Please make sure you have all of your belongings with you, and watch your step while disembarking. Thank you for traveling on Business
Whew, a safe docking. For a second, I thought we were going to hit an iceberg or something. They probably sensed your wish power. You are the Phantas Moon Games superstar, no? Look, one's trying to hitch a ride on you. Must have been when we came ashore. Oh, what a devoted fan.
Everyone, welcome to Inkford Hermitage.
I was imagining a Benzai Tengoku style manor or something. So you demolished your idol's old residence and replaced it with a luxury hotel.
Of course not. Benzai Tengoku vanished more than 1,000 years ago. The original structure is long lost to time. The IPC only chose this location because this is one of the weakest points between reality and the world in Canvas. Many Imaginae are born every day, but just as many ancient lineages of Imaginae hide themselves away in the world in Canvas once their wish power dry up, or as they grow weary of the mortal world. This is the final stop before they enter the world in Canvas, and this is where they bid farewell to reality. They rest here, organize memories spanning centuries, and then pass beyond the point of no return. Rumor has it that Graphia's soul appears from time to time to guide these weary Imaginae on their path.
There's a sense of parting in the air. No wonder the soul of the mother of Imagenesis feels an attraction for a creator. This must be the finest well of inspiration.
Miss Colt, now that you're in this well too, you ought to make the most of it. Let's go. I'll lead the way.
Good fortune itself is also a kind of destiny.
I get it now. You set up a surprise for me, didn't you?
All's revealed. Let's rock.
Is that?
Ah, the golden tree in the distance. We call it Myriad Wi-
Could it be plot armor?
Fateful clouds scatter.
That only. Don't thank me.
It's just out of line. Release the confetti! I get it now. You set up a surprise for me.
We have arrived. The hotel staff will take over from here. I'll take my leave.
Oh, it's freezing. It's cold enough for a typical snowstorm mansion murder mystery. Anyone here? Here? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Honored guests, my apologies for the late welcome.
Oh, no wonder it's so cold. It's an actual snow wispy. Hello there, little one.
I am the lobby manager, Casper. You have a very high body temperature. Please, try not to overheat the room.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the popular comic artist, Blurry...
The former comic artist, Miss Nihilux.
Oh, my true name is gone, just like that. Oh wait, did you say former?
The big shots upstairs gave me a heads up. You are now an asset of Parallax Corp. You'll be staying here until you finish your next volume. Every guest in this hotel is an Imaginé with quite a history. That Arcadian over there? That's a former superhero.
Which one? Never heard of him.
That one over there is one of the oldest strangelings. They're a former Kappa. These days, they work as the Hot Springs manager.
A Kappa? Didn't that lineage of Imaginé go extinct when the IPC first arrived?
There are still a few survivors that slipped through the net. As for Casper myself, I am a former frost giant. Little old me was once a tall, mighty, and majestic giant. Of course, that was back in the Cinder Age.
So you're basically an antique who knows a bunch of old secrets. What corner did they dig you out of?
From a block of ice. It is sad how a giant block of ice melts into tiny pieces over time. I have forgotten the names of most of my friends. And I have not tasted a crispy, charred Void Ranger in a long, long while now. Indeed, another glittering nameless.
Another? How's that?
That is a secret. Sightings of Lady Graphia are as common as the snowflakes here. Ever since the news spread that her soul would reside at the hotel, all those Imaginae who mimic her and the weirdos who insist they have a connection to her have flocked here. You see, they all claim they have some sort of connection to her, or hold some secret about her.
I bet they're just trying to scam people out of wish power and credits. Just like all those people who swear they're AHA.
You're not wrong. But whenever the higher-ups ask for a report, little old Casper here can always pad it out and hand over a long list of names. Nameless, good luck with your inquiries. Bye now.
Your cooperation in maintaining order within Inkford Hermitage is appreciated.
Leave a like. like?
Tell me, is there still a chance for me?
I spent my whole life doing hard labor in a frozen wasteland. Now, death rewards me with hot springs.
I get it now. You set up a surprise for me, didn't you? I decide the rules of the game!
Baneful clouds scatter. Observe the heavens with my divinations. Best of luck. An explosive start, don't think.
My professional advice, get out while you still can.
Leave a like.
I spent my whole life in hard wasteland. Now, death rewards me with
Let's rock. All's revealed in the...
I heard Graphia is still here in this hotel.
You can see me, and I shall hide no longer. Indeed, I am Graphia, the sovereign of all paintings, the source of all schools, the mother who birthed all Imagine. Unfortunately, my wish power is spent, and I can no longer weave my imagination arts. But you and I share a fate, with just a few wish bays to aid me.
I am Graphia. If you're giving away wish base, you should give them to me.
No, I am Graphia. Does this red armor not make it obvious?
I don't care which. One of you, come help me fight a Lord Ravager.
The Lord Ravager? To be honest, we are Graphia, but we're not Graphia.
Simply put, we are Imagine born from people's imaginations of Graphia. As for me, I was sketched by a rather unskilled illustrator for a history textbook, which explains why I look a bit rough.
I am a wispy form from the concentrated longing for Graphia in plain Arcadia.
I am the armored goddess Graphia from the 52-episode animated series Apocalypse of Ashes, Mecha Wars. Care to witness my signature move? Dance of the Inkblade. If you're looking for the real Graphia, I'd suggest you give up. I've seen countless Imagine on the verge of exhausting their wish power, begging the mother of Imagenesis to extend their lives with her paintbrush. Not a single one has ever succeeded. In the end, only those of us making a living off the Graphia brand are left. When it comes down to it, she's nothing more than a legend. Who knows? Maybe the IPC made up some story to boost the hotel's revenue.
I mean, the Cinder Age was over 1,000 years ago. Maybe the only thing left is the longing for Graphia. There's one very simple way.
She created all Imagine with her brush. Word has it, she waits at the end of the world in canvas to see off those whose time has come. But every Imagine who has seen her is, of course, dead.
So dying is the only way, huh? These three aren't just fakes. They're also wackadoodles. As I suspected, finding Graphia was never going to be easy.
Besides us, there are plenty of ancient Imaginae living here, ones that have long gone extinct elsewhere. Some even claim to be original works by Graphia herself.
If you're serious about finding Graphia, you should try asking them.
I I heard Graphia is still here in this hotel.
Apparently my great-grandmother is still in this hotel too.
Leave a like.
I heard Graphia is still here in this hotel.
Only your reputation can keep you safe.
I sense more stray thoughts and disturbance in the water. The Imaginae of today are far too restless.
Yes, yes. This old soul is just scraping by with what little talent I have left. The humans here call me Sudscour, a filthy name, but fitting for this frail and wretched form. Are you here at the hot springs to wash away your stray thoughts? Or just to chat with the last Kappa of Ahatopia? As you see, my kin have either been swallowed by the muddy currents or have fled into the canvas. Long, long ago, my people lived in every river and pond in Ahatopia. We tended the crops for the artists, and in return, they painted our descendants into existence. It is hard to leave one's homeland. Even when my kin have entered the canvas, even when the waters here are no longer clear, and even when the new Plu tribe has replaced us, this is still my home. It needs someone who remembers the old days. As long as I remain, the Kappa line is alive. Lady Graphia is the one who guided all Imaginae. Her name shines like moonlight through my dimming memories. Back then, the demons from beyond swept in like a dark tide. The filth and flames they brought could turn even the clearest stream into a toxic swamp. We Kappa were weak and could only shiver at the bottom of the rivers, but it was Lady Graphia who found us. She encouraged us, saying that every drop of clean water held power against the darkness. She taught us how to use water to protect the displaced mortals and wash away those impure monsters. Though our impact was limited, that was the most heroic era for my kind. Legend says that when she was a painter, she was a woman of radiant beauty. But in my fading memories, on the battlefield, she was a warrior with flowing red hair and pigment-stained armor. Some say she fought like a demon, but to me, her eyes shone brighter than the smoothest river stone. If you seek clues regarding Lady Graphia, you should visit the mountain behind the hotel. There are atonement statues left by Imaginae there, filled with their prayers. It is also the site of Graphia's former residence. Casper likes to wander around there. He is a strangeling far older than I. Perhaps if you play in the snow with him, he might show you the way. That is all I can tell you. After all, I am just a stubborn old Kappa, trying to keep this one pool of water a little cleaner.
Back in the day, I was quite a force to be reckoned with. And now, I've ended up like this.
This glass of milk reminds me of...
Baneful cloud scatter. Trampling. All eyes are on you.
The game is fixed. I decide the rules of the game. Release the confetti. I get it now. You set up a surprise for me, didn't you?
This glass of milk reminds me of my... This glass of milk reminds me of my grandma.
Please don't linger around here.
I spent my whole life doing hard labor in a frozen wasteland. Death rewards me with hot springs. What a way to go!
So, you're here looking for Graffia's whereabouts on behalf of that Intellitron executive. I think it's unlikely that the mother of Imogenesis will see her. If she wanted to see her, it would already have happened. The IPC has practically turned the world and Canvas upside down. You know this, right? Over 140 years ago, they brought in hackers from Punklord and did everything they could to blast open the passage between reality and the world in Canvas. I think disturbing her world in Canvas like that must have upset the mother of Imogenesis. A friend of Graffia's? Just how long has that person been alive? So that friend wanted you to find Graffia, but they didn't tell you how.
The only thing Evanescia left that could be a token is the mask she painted herself, right?
Definitely. I'd suggest you play that little snow puff ball for info. That good luck with your inquiries line definitely had a subtext. But since you're asking for a bright idea, you must have heard that in a certain corner of the universe, there's a mysterious ritual that can summon historical figures to the present day. The Holy Grail War! Oh, right! That was your big adventure in Penacony. Oh, how nice. I hope Plain Arcadia holds one too. Then I don't need to explain the method. First, we need a catalyst. Do you have Graphia's brush or palette? Doesn't look like it. No matter, Miss Cult has got you covered. We use ley line resonance. This hotel is built on Graphia's former home. It still has a connection to her, like that vibrant golden tree. Wait, you aren't actually falling for this, are you? I was just kidding. Sorry. I was just trying to lift the mood. Oh, honestly, I'm a chronic deadline misser who can barely save her own skin. How am I supposed to help you?
I've heard enough. Break time is over, Miss Nihilux. Now that you understand your situation, stop wasting time. Start drawing!
I just checked in, and I have to work already? I'm not some fully automated painting Mechatron. You do know that, right?
A Mechatron can run for hundreds of hours straight. You cannot. That's exactly why every second counts. Now right this second, start increasing your value as a quality asset.
Hey, wait! This is kidnapping! Little raccoon, help me!
Nihilux has a point. If that Casper guy is a survivor from the Sindarth Age, maybe he really does know something. Anyway, I'll start by asking around here.
Honey, come on. We've been dead for a while already.
I spent my whole life doing hard labor in a frozen wasteland. Death reports me.
Please don't linger around here. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
You done playing yet? See you later!
Best of luck. An explosive start. Our fight commence.
You stepped out of line!
Limitless possibilities still exist within the Omnitia. Observe the heavens with my divinations. I got omen. Don't thank me. Don't think.
The game is fixed!
Limitless possibilities still exist within the Omnitia. You're using this to test me, a general?
If I were to do it over, I'd stay out of this.
Jasper? Are you there?
Nope. I'm not.
People who can't...
I decide the rules of the game!
The People's Kitchen. Rediscover the warm flavors of days gone by.
The feng shui here's pretty good. I've made a note of it.
This is the Inter-Astral Peace Broadcast. Good evening, We are here to bring you the latest news.
Efforts of multiple factions. The menace of the Lord Ravager, known as Iron Tomb,